Alright, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. Back on the farm again. Got a lot to do today, especially, but we're planning our next crop for what we're going to be doing. So we're actually going to be doing some wheat. I've kind of prepped a little bit of everything so it's ready to go. Because the last few in-game hours, it was raining and it just finally quit raining after a while, so I'm glad about that. But we'll have to get things going. Got a lot of fields to work on, and I'll show you guys what I've done in between episodes. I've done quite a lot of stuff. I'm actually going to turn this way. Get this field right over here first. And you can tell the tractor's a little muddy and wet from the rain. I feel like it's a little bit more... Yeah, it kind of feels a little bit more muddier than normal. Alright, let's get... I'm gonna have up and down. Alright, I think that should be fine. But yeah, we're gonna be seeding all the fields with wheat, and then once we do harvest them, we will actually be baling all of these fields. So the last episode we had these two fields, those two right there in the middle, and the one way back there. Now, I've done a lot of work. I think I spent over, I'm gonna say like $700,000, if not more, on fields, roughly. And that is because I got field 26, 25, 24, and 49, and 1 in 6. So we got a lot more fields to work on now to do. I'm going to give that seeder a little bit of time. But I actually did some more work, which is to get our very first fertilizer tractor. Now, I haven't filled it up or done anything like that. But we got the Dino 2, I believe it was what it's called. And I did replace the bucket with the, trying to think of the word. The front loader attachment for that tractor I had. So it now has a bucket. I believe each one of these containers is about 2,000 liters. Yeah. What? How? Okay, I'm not going to question how that works, but it does. Somehow. But we're going to fill this all the way up. And we should get quite a bit more yield when we fertilize the fields. But I'm going to roll them and then fertilize them. I think it's the best way to go about it. Alright. Huh. Well, it's 66,600 liters of liquid fertilizer. Interesting. Now, I haven't moved the bale wire and fertilizer stuff just yet. I need to. I haven't done anything with greenhousing. I haven't filled those up in a while, so I might as well do that while I'm over here. While they're seeding. I've been kind of thinking about, you know, some plans of what I need to do. Obviously, I'm going to need more storage space. I need more garages. But the issue is trying to find a place for it. So I don't know if I'll convert the one across from here, turn that into a little garage space, or what. I might. But all of our honey's here. So we're maxed out on that. I may have to grab that trailer. But I need to fill this up right quick before I do anything trailer-wise. Now it is going to take us a while to seed. I'm expecting it to take about 3 hours in real time to seed and do everything we need to do. So I may look into getting another tractor and potentially a seeder. Double of everything, really. And we will be checking up on them quite a bit. Now, I'm kind of curious how long it can go before I need to refill it. I think it was about 400, maybe 1,000 for the cedar. The last cedar it was. So even right now, it's doing quite a bit of work. Now we should get increased yield. Get out of the way. I saw there was a thing we can have fertilizer on it. Right now we're at 52%. So does it... Gotta love it when it saves. Let's see here. But yeah, we got in all these fields over here. I've been thinking about expanding over this way a little. But I've also kind of thought about getting these two. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do just yet. It just depends on what kind of planning ahead. So, looks like our semi's done. Alright, let's go ahead and get this sold. Well, not sold. Put it into the greenhouse. There we go. A bit further. I'm going to start dumping it right now. Now this should get us mostly there, but everything should be running so we can at least get there. Get to selling these eventually, which I'm expecting roughly a couple 100,000, potentially. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, let's go grab the trailer. Alright, here we go. Okay, I didn't know if I was there or not. Close enough. Now, I forget how much our silo holds. I think it was about 400,000. I think it was 400,000. I'm gonna say it is. But I actually have... I'm kind of running out of space over here for my seed stuff. I might move that pallet fork. Actually, I do need the this right quick. Oh god. Great driving. Perfect. Alright, we gotta remove this. There we go. Alright, so my plan is I gotta move these seeds. Ooh, actually, I'm actually not gonna move them just yet. I'm just gonna bring them around with the semi. Save me a little bit of work of having to unload and do all that. So, okay, it was this side right here. Good to know. Alright, we'll let that close up and then I'm actually going to turn around. I'm trying to think of what I need to do. But we'll just get to seeding and going from there. Been seeding for a little while now. Got field 38 and 39 done, and 37's partially there. So now I need my roller, which is right here. I'm gonna go start rolling some stuff because it's time to do that, and that should increase our yield. So I might do this small field first. Let's see what it's at, 52%. It's not bad. Still the same. Just realized that was moving. Alright. Let's get that started. I am going to run over here and check the other field. And it looks like Cedar's doing good. It's actually making some pretty decent time. If I had the other Cedar, it would take a lot longer. 52%? Okay. And we will start getting some fertilizing done as well. But I'm going to move the semi to its next location just so it's a little bit closer. Alright. I am going to try and make sure I stay out of the way of the tractors, just so I don't cause any problems for them. I don't trust the AI sometimes because they fly around like super fast. Alright. I'm gonna say about maybe 10 minutes until this field's done. Roughly. I'm gonna guess, but you never know, that might change. I'm gonna set it like right here. Seems like a good spot. And it looks like it's supposed to rain here soon. But I think we'll go back to making sure everything gets done. Okay. Finished that field, about out of seeds, so time to refill. And work on the next one. So let's power this on. Open curtain side. Unstrap. And hopefully this works. And I'm not sure if it's going to. Yeah, it looks like it will. Okay. Good to know. Hopefully this just continues to... Alright. There we go. Do this. And now send it on its way. I'm actually gonna pop out of that. It's gone really laid out now. So it might be good if it looks like our roller's about to be done here in just a minute. So I'm gonna move this back to this next location. I'm actually just gonna pull it forwards over this way. Might as well, since we're just right here. Alright, I'm gonna leave it right here. This should be a good spot for it. Now, where's my... There it is. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's have a look at the map here. Now, I don't know if it... Let's get rid of the fertilized. Plowing, mulched. Needs rolling. Okay, so that's... Let's get in there. It is slowly getting there. But it shouldn't take them too long to get this done. So while we wait on that... Where is my sprayer? There it is. Now, I've not seen this unfold. I want to see what it looks like. Holy lights. I want to check this thing out because I haven't really looked at it personally. But honestly, it's not too bad, I would say. Now the question is how... It says 27 meters, but how big is that actually? Oh. Okay. It's not too bad. It's actually pretty decent sized. I guess partial width. How does that work? Oh, okay, so that's just... Alright. Interesting. And, oh, I can raise and lower it. That's cool. It's actually really cool. Huh. Quite an interesting steering mode. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, we'll just keep it for now. Like that. So now we only got we got one field rolled, three seeded fields, fourth one's being worked on, and we're about to have the second field rolled. Eventually, I will start fertilizing. I probably will wait until it's done raining, whenever that might be. So, when is it supposed to rain? Where is that part? Oh, it's right here. Okay. And it's only supposed to rain for 2 in-game hours. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Although its wind speed is up there. But that's fine. And as long as we're getting stuff done, we're good. I may manually do fertilizing myself. I don't know if the workers can do it. I would imagine they can, but I want to mess around with it a little bit. See what it's like. Alrighty. Got a lot of work done. Let's see here. Once it saves. There it goes. So we got most of the fields planted. Still got a few more, but nothing too major. Now, of course, these fields right here are already fertilized and ready to go for us. Now, we just gotta do our 5 right here. And I did miss rolling, I believe it was just this field right here, and this field. So I don't know if that's gonna do bad or what it's gonna do exactly. I don't think it's gonna do anything horrible. Because right now it's at 52%. I would assume it's 55%. Okay, maybe it does a few percent, but nothing too major. I do need to start up the roller again, because did catch up quite quickly. I'm actually just gonna hop over here. Come on. Come on. There it goes. And start it. Alright, let's get to fertilizing here. Now I gotta get this fertilized at least a couple times. I don't know how many stages it does at once. I would assume one, but you never know. Oh, what? Are we trying to turn on an AI? I did not want that. Alright. And lower it. Okay, so that's... I'm kind of interested to see how this works exactly. We gotta be careful about the telephone poles. Okay, maybe not. Maybe. It doesn't let me. It didn't like me there for a minute. I did miss a little spot back there. I'm just gonna do it like this. Try to at least see if I can do anything good. Not that one. There's one more over here. I'm gonna back it up. And right there. Oh, come on. There it goes. Now, I would imagine it's just the one stage, but I was kind of surprised. Alright, let's see right quick what it does. Load it. Looks like one stage, okay. Oh, cool, it doesn't go past what it needs. It's kind of nice. And here we go. So it's kind of a interesting thing, and it looks like I can drive on this once with its narrow tires, I guess. I don't know how all that works exactly. But it's kind of an interesting way of doing things. I was expecting to at least work on it when it's not like this. Alright, there we go. Honestly, it might be just easier to just do it by not GPS, I feel like. Now, can I just go back over it again? I'm not sure if I can. I'm gonna see if this does anything right quick. I mean, it looks like it is, but I'm not exactly 100% sure if it is or not. Alright, did that do anything? No. Okay. Huh. Not exactly sure. But let's see. How's the cedar doing? It's getting there. I'm just gonna manually do this because it seems like if I do it the GPS way, it's just gonna get a little problematic. But we'll make sure we'll get everything. Alright. Oh, that just kind of automatically did it for me. Okay. Interesting way of things. Alright, there we go. And you can kind of tell, looks like, where we've been. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go straight across like this. We'll just fill in the rest. Although it's a kind of a nice sprayer, I like it. Definitely a different way of things. Now I'm kind of curious how much of a percentage it's gonna bring up. Alright, we need to turn to the left here. And we hit a tree. Immediately. Oh, hit the tree again. Wasn't far enough away from it. There. Yep. Not the best spraying, because I very rarely do it. I think this is the first time I've ever done anything for spraying. So I'm going to have to constantly look at the map here. I guess right here. Alright. Looks like we got a little spot right there, but we got a few little tiny spots. Nothing horrible. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's turn this. Right about here. I need to move over some. Right there. Okay. A little bit further. Well, while I'm working on this, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Finally got everything seeded and rolled. Took a while, but we did it. Now we just gotta get the stuff put away. We still have one more field to fertilize, but that shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna wait till it's a little bit more daytime than anything before I do this, so shouldn't be too much longer. Might as well wash off the stuff and get ready to go. Although I do need some fuel in this tractor. It's kind of low. We do need to move the semi back. Almost forgot about that. But yeah, it should be a pretty good harvest. Obviously, we had like 100,000 of whatever the last crop was. I can't remember off the top of my head. But we got quite a bit, which I'll take. So we should get at least a lot more out of it. Turn off the lights. There it is. Alright. Well, it's looking good so far. And honestly, it's a lot. I like having all these fields now too, because it means more profit that I can make and be able to do more of some of the other kinds of stuff. Now I still gotta figure out how I'm gonna get all the stuff put away. I've thought about maybe making this little field right here something potentially, but we'll just have to wait and see. We're still gonna have to put away the seeds and fertilizer and bale wire, all that. We haven't checked on the greenhouse in a little while. How's it doing? Looks like it's doing good. It's gotten a little bit more, but still got a lot of water in it. Actually, just for my safety, I don't remember if I did not fasten them. Alright, I'm just gonna be safe about it and close that, because I don't want to have them falling out. Now, uh-oh. Looks like we missed a little spot, but nothing too major. Should be fine. Now I'm thinking about maybe getting some of the smaller fields down below, just so I have that area. But I'm not exactly sure how much that's going to cost. I would imagine some of those fields are probably about 100,000 to 150,000 for a couple of those. park this right over here for now. And everything will get a nice little wash before harvest season. Well, at least some of them. But I will see you guys in just a moment. We got a field here to work on. Last one, and then we're good to wait for a while, I guess. So I did skip the time to about 10 o'clock here, so I can be able to see a little bit better and let the fog clear up a little bit. It's getting quite thick, and that is such a weird route. Okay. Any way I can. Ooh. I like that. Alright. Ooh, that's the wrong button. I meant to go like this. Show lines. Alright. Let's get going. We finished. Didn't take too long. But yeah, I think next episode we'll harvest all this, get everything baled up and good to go, and we'll probably cultivate as well. And I gotta figure out a spot for the bales. I might just put them off to the side somewhere, so I'll have to get like a bale thing. So yeah. And we'll have to, I'll definitely get these put away, and they're popping outside of the, okay. I'm not gonna question that. But yeah. Alright, well, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.